Today, I'm gonna be doing a unhaul. So I went through a box of books that I left at my parents' house when I moved out, like 7 years ago. So they've just been like chilling in a box. It had been put in storage, and so I just totally forgot about it. And so I finally went through it, and it's all books from middle school, early high school. So I'm gonna be getting rid of all of them. But I thought I would do an unhaul to kind of take a trip down memory lane, the kind of books that I liked when I was in middle school, high school. Like I said, early high school, maybe freshman year. These are all pretty old, but I remember loving pretty much all of these, with the exception of just a few that I wasn't like super excited about. But I wasn't like a super critical reader when I was young, so I liked pretty much everything that I read because I was fairly picky with what I picked up. I had a very specific type of books I like to read. They're pretty much all paranormal. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get into the books that I'm going to be getting rid of. So first, I'm gonna be getting rid of Generation Dead by Daniel Waters. I don't really remember what this is about, but I do remember really liking it, but it's time to go. Next is Intertwined by Jenna Showalter. I don't really remember this at all, so it obviously wasn't that big of a standout, but Is He or Isn't He by John Hall. I do remember really liking this. This isn't paranormal or anything. I think it's just like a YA romancy type book, but I do remember liking this one. I Am Number 4. I don't know if I ever read this. I watched the movie and I liked the movie, and I think that's probably why I got the book, but I don't remember if I ever actually read it. Immortal. This is a collection of short stories that PC Cast put together. I have read other PC Cast books. I read multiple different ones as a teenager, and I think that's probably why I bought this, just was because PC Cast name was on it and I had liked other things from them. I assume I read this, but I've never been like a collection of short stories type person, so I don't remember it at all. Impossible by Nancy Werlin. Again, I don't remember this one. It's a romance of some sort. I think it might be a little paranormal, but it's gotta go. The Mediator series by Meg Cabot. I don't have number 1 for some reason. I don't know what happened to it, but I loved this series. I absolutely loved it. This is a paranormal about this woman who sees and talks to ghosts. And I think she had like a ghost boyfriend. Am I making that up? I don't know. I really think she did, but I remember absolutely loving this series when I was younger. The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. Again, I don't know if I ever actually read this. I bought it because I liked the movie. Did I read it? I don't remember. Charlotte's Web. Is there much to say? Probably not. The Morganville Vampire series. I don't even know which ones these are. I know this is the first one, but I obviously had all of them at one point. I don't anymore, but I loved this series as well. I remember like binging it. I really, really like this one. Blue is for Nightmares. I don't remember this one at all either, like at all. I know I read it, but I don't remember it. The Princess Diaries series by Meg Cabot. I have 1, 2, and 4 in here. I don't know what happened to 3. And then I have this Valentine one. I think I really, really enjoyed this series. It's not my favorite, or it wasn't my favorite when I was younger, but I did like reading it, I think. Gossip Girl. I didn't read the whole series. There's a bazillion books. It was all right. I, especially now, I'm really not a fan of chick lit. Every once in a while, I'll find one that I don't hate, but they are never my favorites by any means. And I think it was the same thing when I was younger. So I don't know why I read so many of them. In fact, I don't know if I read them all. I have them, obviously, but did I read all the ones that I have? I don't know. But yeah, chick lit has never been like my kind of thing. It usually annoys me, to be honest, but getting rid of these. Night World, volumes 1 and 2 by LJ Smith. I don't think I actually read all of these. I think I read all the first one. I don't think I finished. I know I didn't finish the second one because when I found this book, there was still a bookmark in it. So I know I didn't finish the second one. So obviously they weren't that great because this is the kind of thing that I did really, really enjoy, younger vampires and stuff. So if I didn't finish them, I know that they were not that great. And I think LJ Smith is the person who wrote the Vampire Diaries, and the books are terrible. So Deadly Night by Heather Graham. I'm literally just getting rid of this because I have the same book on my shelves. I don't remember ever reading it, but I have the same book on my shelves and I don't need to keep this one. These are just a couple books from the Sookie Stackhouse series that is True Blood. I think I read the majority of these, or as many that were out when I read the series. And I did really like it, but I hate the TV show. I think it's terrible. New Moon and Eclipse. I don't need them. I don't have Twilight or Breaking Dawn. I don't need them. I know I've never read this book ever because one, it's like for little kids. I don't know why I have this, but it needs to go. The Forest of Hands and Teeth by Carrie Ryan. I don't remember this one at all either. I don't know if I read it. I would assume I did. When I was younger, I read everything that I bought. I bought a book when I needed a new book to read. I didn't like buy them and like I do now and just like read them when I feel like it. I bought a book and read it immediately. So I'm sure I read this, but I don't remember it at all. Pretty Little Liars. Again, I loved this series. I did not finish the show. I only watched a couple seasons of the show, but I loved this series. I don't think I finished it because this is the last one I read, Wicked, and I don't think this was the last of the series, but I loved it when I read it. The It Girl series. This is by the same person that wrote Gossip Girl. I do think that I liked this one better than Gossip Girl. If I remember correctly, I think I liked it better than Gossip Girl. But it's the same kind of chick lit type situation, so it still wasn't my favorite. Vampire Academy. So I only have 3 books. I had them all at one point. I know I did. And it's kind of funny because I was thinking, because, you know, the Vampire Academy is like a well-known YA paranormal type series. So many people have read it, and I was thinking recently, I couldn't remember if I had read it or not, and I was gonna go back and reread it, and I'm glad that I found these to like remind myself that I did read it, and I did really, really like it. If it's the series that I'm remembering, I did really, really like it. So I'm not gonna reread it now since I know that I've read it, but I don't remember much, but I obviously don't have them all, so I'm getting rid of them. Harry Potter, just the first 3 in paperback. I have all the hardcovers. I don't need these. Eve and Once by Anna Carey. This is like a series or duology series. I didn't read the last one. I don't remember this one at all. Vaguely, I'm like remembering as I go through these, I'm remembering these stories, but I can't remember the titles or what book they were. I might remember this one. If it's true, if I do remember it, then I did really like it. But again, this was so long ago. Like these were read 10 plus years ago and I just don't remember them. Evermore and Blue Moon by Allison Noel. I really, really liked this series. I do remember that. I really enjoyed it. I think there's only 2. I think it's just a duology, but this was a good one. Thirst, number 1 and number 2 by Christopher Pike. I don't remember this at all. At all. Did I read it? I would assume so because I have both of them, but I don't remember it at all. One series that I remember very, very fondly that I absolutely loved. I don't have all of them anymore, but it was the House of Night series. I loved this series so much. So much. This is about fallen angels, I think. I don't remember it like actually what happened in them really at all. I just remember absolutely loving it and being so happy every time I got a new one. So this one I have very fond memories of, and I'm kind of sad to get rid of them, but I don't have all of them. If I had all of them, like I don't have Marked. That's the first one. If I had all of them, I might keep them, but I don't, and I'm not gonna repurchase them just to have them sit on my shelves. Bad Girls Don't Die. I don't remember this at all. I don't even have the dust jacket. Like whatever happened to this book? I don't have any idea, but I don't want it. The Hunger Games. I don't know what happened to the other two. I did read them all. I did really, really enjoy this series. I liked the movies. I liked everything about this, but again, I don't have them all, or I would probably keep it, but I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this. And then the last one from that box of books when I was young is The Secrets of Peaches by Jodi Lynn Anderson. Do not remember this at all. At all. I don't even remember if I liked it. I don't remember what it's about. I remember nothing about this. So, okay, now I've got a stack of ones that I've got recently or within the last 5 years, I would say. Some of these are probably about 5 years old that I'm getting rid of. Some of them are just because they're duplicates or, you know, things like that. Nothing, there's only one in here that I like hate. So the first is The Girl Who Played with Fire. I got the hardcover, so I don't need this one anymore. This pisses me off. I bought The Harpy by Megan Hunter. This literally just came out like the end of 2020, and I bought it online. I bought a hardcover, and they sent me an arc that's not even finished, like obviously, but there's like parts in this book that literally say like, we'll insert such and such date. I paid for this, for a hardcover, and this is what you sent me, an arc. Oh, I was pissed. I emailed them. I was so mad about this one. I'm getting rid of that. I know I can't like sell it or anything, so I'm just gonna throw it away because it pisses me off. City of Bones, paperback. I have the hardcover, don't need this. I also have City of Bones in a hardcover with no dust jacket because again, I bought this used online and they sent me one without a dust jacket, without, like it didn't state on there that it didn't have a dust jacket or I would not have bought it, but they sent me one without a dust jacket, so don't need this. And then I have a Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets without a dust jacket. It's old. I have one with a dust jacket, so I'm just getting rid of this. Drums of Autumn by Diana Gabaldon. This is part of the Outlander series. This was my mother's. She gave it to me. I got the copy that matches the rest of mine, so I'm getting rid of this. This is the one that makes me so angry. And then There Were None by Agatha Christie. I hated this book. It's not my least favorite book of all time. I gave it 2 stars, but I hate this book. I don't understand the hype. I hate it, so I'm getting rid of it. Dead Heat by Allison Brennan. Now this starts, these books from like here on to the end of the video are back probably 5 years ago. I used to go to Goodwill and I would buy the 99-cent books and I would literally just go to the romance section and just pick up whatever cover I thought was cool or exciting. Or sometimes I read the back of them. My husband would sometimes go with me and just like pull them off the shelves, and that's the one we would get because they were only 99 cents, so I just bought them. But I don't remember this one. I know I read it, but I don't remember it, so I'm getting rid of it. Same thing with this one, Head On by Colleen Thompson. I don't remember it. I liked it at the time. All of these I liked at the time of reading them. I just don't remember them. I'm getting rid of it. The Healer by Sharon Sella. Same thing. I liked it when I read it. Don't remember it. Getting rid of it. Stolen Fury by Elizabeth Naughton. This one I remember liking. I remember this one a little bit. Kind of. But again, getting rid of it. Chain Reaction by Dee Davis. This one I do remember some, and I remember really liking this one, but I don't need it. The Unfortunate Misfortunes by Jennifer Cruz, Ann Stewart, and Eileen Dreyer. I really, really liked this. I almost don't want to get rid of this one. You know what? I'm not going to get rid of this one. I'm going to keep this one because I really, really liked this one. I don't remember really what it's about. Yes, I do. Yes, I'm gonna keep this one. Just kidding. But those are all the books that I'm going to be getting rid of. I don't have any idea how many they are. I didn't count them, but I'm gonna be taking them to used bookstore and getting rid of them. So I'm kind of happy to be getting rid of them because they were just sitting in a box, but I'm also kind of sad because it's all the books that I read as a teenager. I'm not keeping any of them, but I don't have any desire to keep them. I'm not going to reread them. I don't want to take up the space on my shelves, so I'm getting rid of them. So let me know if you've read any of these, if you remember any of these, anything like that. I know you're probably not going to read them now because I didn't really give you a synopsis of any of them. But let me know if you have read them. Other than that, that is everything for me today. I will see you all next time. Bye.